Hey everybody, it's Rachel here, and I am back today with another one of my Keys to Success videos. This one today is going to be the Keys to Success while on Phase 2. So, I will get right into it because I don't want to ramble on forever, and somehow these things always end up longer than you plan on them being. So, alright, so if you're familiar with the diet, you know that it's broken down into phases. That was a Kevin Trudeau thing, not a Dr. Simeon's thing, but phase 2 refers to the portion of the HCG diet protocol that you're doing the 500 calorie a day diet while you're taking the HCG, whether it be sublingually or through injections. As always, the number one most important thing that you can do is to read pounds and inches. This is what I have mine. It's actually part of an ebook that I got from somebody. It came from pharmacyescrow.com, and they had it included in their ebook. So that's how I have it printed off, and it's just in my notebook with all my other stuff. All the answers are in there, guys. If you ever have questions, it's there. And so that should always be the first thing that you do, is to look at pounds and inches and familiarize yourself with that, because that's the plan. Going along with that, know your allowed foods that you're supposed to have. It says in pounds and inches. You can review it. Nowadays some people go off protocol, or like, oh well, I've had broccoli and it's okay for me, or I've had green beans and it's okay for me, and that's fine. If it works for you and you don't gain, then I don't see a problem with it, because I do things that work for me that are on protocol. But there are like diehard protocol HCGers out there that will not stray from the protocol at all, and I think that's awesome, because that takes like a ton of self-control. But familiarize yourself with that menu, because you're going to be doing it for between 23 and 40 days, so you've got to know. I think one of the biggest keys to the success on phase 2 is to plan ahead. I know a lot of people, with the way that life is nowadays, you have hectic work schedules, you have a family that you need to feed, whatever your case may be, you don't have time to stop and make a meal. Planning ahead is so important. If you don't have time to sit down and cook yourself a meal at every mealtime, then I know what I did my first round is I would pick one night a week, usually a night that I didn't have to work, and I would portion out a whole bunch of allowed meats, and I would cook them all ahead of time, and then I would stick them in like Ziploc bags, and I would freeze them that way, or a refrigerator or whatever. That way I would have them, and all I would have to do is just like take it with me, and then just warm it up. So if I was at work or somewhere, I could just warm up my food, and I would always have something, and that way you're not stuck somewhere going, okay, well, I need to eat, but the only thing that's around me is a Big Mac. So that's a good tip on always having something to eat. Drink a lot of water. With that, you don't want to have too much water, because there is too much water, and then there's a good amount of water. I think usually the rule is whatever your weight is in pounds, half that, and that's how many ounces of water you should be having. So for example, if I weigh 150, and so half of that would be 75. So I should be having 75 ounces of water a day. That's a good, like a base setting. Water is actually really great for a lot of things, and I'm thinking about doing a couple, maybe a video just on the benefits of water and how it's good for your body, so I'm playing around with that idea. But know that it's good for you, and know that you need to drink the required amount of water every day. Also, because you are having such a restricted and limited diet, you're not going to be getting the nutrients that you need from your food, so it's really important to take some supplements. Usually some good ones to take are a multivitamin. I've heard a lot of people suggest taking something with potassium in it, and magnesium. Both of those kind of help with sluggishness. Also, B is always good for energy. I take a lot of different stuff, and if you search on YouTube, you'll find a lot of HCGers that have videos about the different supplements that they take, and there's lots of good stuff out there. So you know, find what works best for you, and be sure to take some supplements. This is, you know, the next thing is so easy to say, but it's so hard to do. One of the biggest things to be successful is not to cheat. And it's hard, guys, it's hard. I'm not innocent of it. I've cheated, and the only thing that I can think to say is, you know, you have to look at the bigger picture. You know, you have to think to yourself, okay, well, as good as this insert food here, you know, as good as this chocolate candy bar is going to taste, you know, is it worth losing 3 days of your progress for? Because that's typically what happens. You know, when you cheat, you lose 3 days. So, you know, it's going to take your body that much longer. You know, P3 brings a lot more food freedom. So think, you know, oh, well, 3 or 6 weeks, you know, isn't really that long of a time, and I'll be in P3 and I'll get to eat more stuff. But, you know, it's really important. And if you do cheat, then dust yourself off and start over again. Because, you know, while it's not the end of the world, and some people get away with cheating and never have a gain, and, you know, they never have any ill effect from it. But this is how you develop bad habits. You know, like you think, oh, well, I can eat this and I can get away with it, so I'll just do it every day. And then, you know, one day it might just all hit you at once or something like that. Variety is the spice of P2, no pun intended. You know, make sure that you don't let your food get boring, because, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, I want to cheat so bad because I'm so tired of eating grilled chicken and vegetables. My suggestion is, and I have made a video about this before, there are lots of P2 cookbooks out there. I have one that I've sent out to some people that, you know, if you would like to, I'll share it with you. Melissa on Facebook and YouTube has just put out a wonderful cookbook that's got some P2 recipes in it as well. If you like, I can tell you how to get in contact with her. But, you know, there's things you can do, so don't be discouraged. Another important thing is to remember to get plenty of sleep. And that is definitely something that I'm going to be making a video on, is the importance of sleep. Because, as you know, as I was getting ready to do these videos, I did a lot of research, and I found out some pretty amazing things about sleep and the association that it has with, you know, your metabolism and how your body uses up your, you know, like your fat and your carbs or whatever. So I'm going to do a video just on that, but definitely you want to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. Be looking for the video on why sleep is important, because it's going to come. One of the big things is you know, like I said in the last video, you really have to mentally prepare yourself. Do you think you can go for a whole 40 days on a round? If you're not sure, try a short round first. You know, some people, that's all they do are short rounds, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if that's what your body likes and that's what you like, then, you know, go for it. It's awesome. Prepare, if you don't live by yourself, you need to prepare other members of your household, whether it be your family or if you have roommates. Prepare them for what you're going to do. Tell them what you're going to do and ask them for their support, because the worst thing that you can do to yourself is, you know, is to feel like you're alone. And, you know, if you have somebody around you that's not supporting you, it's like, oh, well, you know, anybody can lose weight, eat 500 calories a day, you're just going to gain it all back again. You know, you don't need that surrounding you. You need positive people who are going to support you, and, you know, even if they don't agree with the diet, they still need to support you. So, you know, find somebody. Find a support person that is going to be able to be your person whenever, you know, who you can turn to, especially whenever you have rough days, because you'll have rough days. This diet, you know, you get spoiled on this diet. It's true. So find somebody, and if you're watching this video, you're already halfway there, because, you know, there's this wonderful YouTube community, and then there is also an awesome Facebook community of HCG people that all we want to do is just support one another. And so if you're lurking and you've been thinking about it and you're not sure, please go ahead and do it, because if you don't have anybody else in your life, you have us. My name on Facebook is Rachel, Rachel, HCG. It's just my name, and you can look me up and add me as a friend. Feel free to message me on YouTube or, whatever. We're here for each other. So if you ever have questions or anything, yeah, don't be afraid to do it. That's all my keys to success for phase 2 as far as that. Now, I am going to make another video concerning, somebody asked me if I can make a video about the like tips and tricks that people use, like stall breakers and things like detox baths, and kind of explain those a little bit. And I think that's a really, really great idea, and I'm definitely going to do that. I don't know whether that'll be the next one or maybe the one after that. I kind of want to do a P3 video. But, oh, another tip, sorry, before I go, for P2, keep a journal. Whether or not you're just keeping it to, like, keep track of your food, I kept it to just kind of keep track of, like, my feelings and stuff, like, and it's important. It's just like anything else, you just want to keep a record of something. If you don't have anybody else to talk to the journal. That's always, I've done that my whole life, though, so I'm kind of used to it. But, like, for me, I started writing it down, and then I started doing it on the computer. And so I have this notebook now, and it's got, like, my journal in it, it's got charts with my measurements in it, it's got that ebook, it's got pounds and inches, it's got everything, So it really helps to have everything right in one spot for you. I hope that this video helped out, guys. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I got some more videos planned, so I'm looking to do, usually I think maybe like one of these a week. So be looking forward to that. I hope you guys are, and I love doing this kind of stuff. Just knowing that maybe I'm helping somebody out is really exciting to me. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you all have wonderful days. Bye.